हेलो गाइस, दिस इज वर्तिका फ्रॉम मेडशॉर्ट्स न्यूमोनिक्स। सो आज एक क्वेश्चन अराइज करने के लिए मैं आई हूँ आपके दिमाग में। आपने सोचा है कभी कि आपके ब्रेन में जो इतने सारे न्यूरॉन्स हैं वो एक पर्टिकुलर जगह पर हैं, तो वो कैसे एक प्रॉपर जगह पर अलाइन हो गए? ठीक है, वो सब कैसे हुआ इन एम्ब्रियोलॉजी? क्या वो कभी हमने पढ़ा है? हम तो नॉर्मल यही पढ़ते हैं कि न्यूरल ट्यूब बन जाती है, देन न्यूरल ट्यूब अलग अलग पार्ट में डिवाइड हो जाती है। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमें ये पता होता है कि उसके पार्ट्स क्या होते हैं, बाद में जाके क्या बनते हैं, टीलेंसिफिलॉन, फिर तुम्हारा डायंसिफिलॉन, एंड देन तुम्हारा मेसेंसिफिलॉन, एंड देन तुम्हारा रोम्बेनसिफिलॉन। तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमें पार्ट्स पता होते हैं, बट हमें एक्चुअल में ये सब कोई पूछे कि यार कैसे ये डिसाइड होता है कि ये वाला पार्ट, ये न्यूरॉन यहाँ जाएगा, या ये सब कैसे होता है, न्यूरॉनल माइग्रेशन क्या होता है, तो वो आज हम समझेंगे। तो बेसिकली होता क्या है, लेट्स सपोज दिस इज अ न्यूरल ट्यूब। ओके, दिस इज अ न्यूरल ट्यूब। नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज इन this this whole neural tube, it forms obviously the telencephalon and all the other structures, all the other structures, they are formed, and the diagram is is beautifully given in the Vishram's in textbook. You can see that. But what happens is the innermost layer of this neural tube has all the neuronal cells, and these migrate and form the cerebral cortex, right? So what happens when the innermost layer, it migrates radially, like it migrates radially. Okay, the cells will migrate radially and they will form the layers of the cortex. Okay, and when these innermost cell will migrate tangentially, they will form different type of nerve cells. For example, if they will migrate radially, they will form excitatory cells, and if they will migrate tangentially, okay, this innermost cell, if they will migrate tangentially, they will form inhibitory cells. Okay, so like tangent also means sideways. Okay, and these the tangential migration, they forms inhibitory interneurons, and they keep the all the nerve processes in pace. Okay, they maintains the pace, like it does not allow the any overfiring. Okay, it keeps the system in pace. So now you know that our neural tube is made up of migratory explorers, some migrating radially and some migrating tangentially. Okay, so now we'll talk towards one clinical point associated with this. The term is very fancy, you should know, that is lissencephaly. Now, the lissencephaly is of two types, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is literally very smooth. Okay, it is very smooth. And type 2, it is very bumpy. Now, what is that? Smooth literally means the cerebral cortex is literally smooth. The gyri and sulci, they are reduced, right? That is why it is having a smooth appearance. Now, why is it smooth? Because the migration is not occurring properly. If the radial migration have occurred properly, then the normal cerebral cortex layer would have been formed, but that is not occurring. So the appearance is smooth. Now, the second type is cobblestone appearance या फिर bumpy appearance. Why this happens? It is happening because the process is occurring extreme. Like the migration process is occurring very extreme and it is not stopping. Why? When will it stop? Normally, the migration would be just under the pia mater and then it would have been stopped. But in this type 2 lissencephaly, the stop signal of this migration, they have undergone disruption, and the migration goes and goes and goes and goes out of the pia mater too. So that is why the cortex appear cobblestone appearance. Okay, so this was a clinical point associated with it. There are many other deformities also. Not lissencephaly is not the only one. Try expanding your knowledge. Try learning about more and more disorders. Okay, bye bye.